Stranger.
Welcome to the third episode of the Morning Slate, presented by Alpha Sports Co. I'm your host, Cole.
I'm Nick.
And today we got another video focused around the NFL. More NFL free picks for you for the second round, the NFL playoffs. And also a little recap of our weekend of the first two videos.
Yep, we're going to start off here with the Ole Miss Rebels. We unfortunately had a 1.5 unit loser there. Final score that game was 31-27. We lost by a hook, unfortunately. Yeah, we had minus 3.5 and plus 3.5, and they lost 31-27. There was a field goal there early in the game. They hit the upright, which fortunately had to cover.
Ole Miss kicker, though. He did hit
he is
58-yarder and hit another 50-plus yarder, but
he
did miss that one field goal.
And then also, just letting up the game-ending touchdown with 18 seconds left. Just a brutal way to lose. They were covering for most of the game, actually. So, rough loss there. But then moving on to the next day, going on to Indiana, just absolute
domination
of Indiana.
Of Oregon.
1.5 units there, minus 150. They just completely dominated that game, winning 56-22, dominating offense, dominating defense, and then the interception on the first play of the game.
I said right before the game started and in the first episode that this Indiana defense will create pressure and will make Dante Moore force him into some bad decisions and quick decisions. We saw that on the first play of the game with a pick six, which put Indiana up, obviously on the first play, and they get the ball at halftime too. And then we see him with 4 sacks.
Yeah,
two fumbles. Dante Moore looked scared on a few of those plays.
One play threw
backwards. He threw the ball backwards to Indiana ball. We actually clipped that in our TikTok video. So if you want to check out the 3 plays that we're talking about, go do it there. Or we'll just clip it right now too. So
they're going to have to throw it with regularity. He gets hit. Lost the ball again. Hasn't made up that decision yet. The ball slips out of his hand as he wound up to throw. And the IU fans making it difficult for Moore in Oregon right out of the gate. De'Aaron Hill Jr. is the running back. The quick pass is intercepted. It's going to be run in for an Indiana touchdown.
That Indiana defense just wreaked absolute havoc on that whole team, on that whole Oregon team.
Mendoza having 70-80% completion rate, just complete domination. That was 1.5 units minus 150, winning a unit there.
And we also have in that first video, in the first episode, I did call the 1 unit on Indiana to win the national championship at plus 130. So we have that as a free pick pending. So basically we have Indiana money line against Miami at plus 130. So
for 1 unit.
Yep, which would win 1.3.
Moving along to we had 2 more free picks there. We had Huber and Hurkacz plus 2.5 games against Alex Theodore. He actually lost the match 6-4, 4-6, 6-4 in 3 sets, where he actually played much better than Alex Theodore, in my opinion. He had 8 break points in the first set to only Alex Theodore's 2. Somehow losing the first set 6-4 after having 8 break points. And then there it looked a little rough for the cover, but coming back, breaking at 4-5 in the second, taking the second to now even out at 2 games apiece. And then in the final, he just held he got broken once, but then just ultimately him holding serve. And the 2.5 games, it was just too much for Alex to be able to cover, so we ended up winning that. 1 unit, minus 110, plus 0.91 units.
And then Rublev, you called, to the T. If you go back and watch the free pick video, we'll clip that here as well.
To where Rublev serves first, he wins the first set 6-3, and then he just wins the second set. He's winning in 2, and he's going to have to break in 1 of them.
You literally called it down to the score.
Yeah, I mean, just complete domination from Rublev to Borges. He winning 6-3, 6-4 again, which he won actually the match prior. And then he won 90% of first serves, 2 of 8 from break points. Borges was 0-1. He actually won 70 points to Borges 49, which is 70% total points won. ATP average is 53 to 55% on a win. So just complete domination, winning into that was their big 2-unit play of that card.
Yeah. The stat that you kind of breezed over, but I want to come back to, which kind of points out how good Rublev played there, is Borges only had 1 break point.
Yeah, 1 break point.
How do you only give? I mean, you're giving up only 1 break point and you don't even win it. Like Rublev played fantastic, big 2-unit play there.
Yeah, 2 units, minus 2.5 games, minus 125, plus 1.6 units there.
Moving on to the recaps of our second episode would be the wildcard weekend, this past weekend in the NFL. First pick, easy cash with the Panthers covering 10.5, cashed us 0.9 units, but Panthers should have won that game. The 10.5, I mean, we loved it, obviously. Only lost by 3, but I mean, yeah, that Panthers team, props to them. They played fantastic.
10.5 at home in a wild card game is just way too much points to give up.
The Rams still did not play like they should be,
which we've seen in the
we've
second
seen the
half
last
of the season.
Yeah, we said that. So yeah, Panthers 10.5 for a unit, easy cash. And then that second game on Saturday.
Moving on to a very disappointment game. Yeah. Very disappointment. I mean,
another team that should have won. They were up, 27-16?
Led 25 points in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. Sell of the weekend. The Packers.
2 huge letdowns against the Bears this season. Both fourth quarter comebacks by Caleb Williams. Also, a few notables Packers had. Kind of shooting themselves in the foot here. 7 penalties for 65 yards, while the Bears only had 2 penalties for 5 yards is showing. So it's minus 2 units Packers money line. Moving on to the next play, we had 1.5 units on the Eagles 49ers under 45. Under 45 points, minus 117. That was indicated the high win system. Worked well. Eagles ran the ball 36 times. 49ers ran the ball 25 times. A lot of wind. They didn't really want to throw the ball a lot. Final score ended up being 23-19 in favor of the 49ers, where we actually won a VIP pick there too with the 49ers plus 5.5. And that was a win of 1.25 units there.
Yep.
Moving on, tough loss with the Jags. Trevor Lawrence throwing the pick late in the game to seal the game.
Yeah, I mean, just another team that just had it won.
Yeah, had it and then just lost in the fourth quarter. Trevor Lawrence 2 crucial interceptions and could have threw a lot more. He did not play top tier that day. Minus 2 units there on the Jags. To wrap up, we had 2 more plays. One play on the Patriots, minus 3.5, plus 0.92 units there. Justin Herbert not performing again in the postseason.
At all. That Patriots defense did play fantastic too. I mean, Herbert didn't play great, but they did hold them to only 3 points. So
yeah, I mean that's just complete domination there. Also, Herbert 0-3 in the postseason, and Amari Hanson scratched just 1 rush for -1 yards.
And then on to that Monday night game.
To wrap it up, it was a close game for most until the fourth quarter, until early in the fourth quarter. We had Texans minus 3 for that game at minus 102, so almost winning a full unit there.
Yep.
To end the game, we had just the defense playing phenomenal.
Pick 6 there at the end.
Pick 6, fumble recovery. Ultimately ended up winning 30-6. The score line showed a different story than the game. Yeah. It was a much closer game, but Texans defense winning on their own and covering on their own.
and 2 defensive
winning
touchdowns.
and covering on their own.
So we said it that Texans defense is the best in the league, and they proved it again. So yeah, huge game by the Texans.
So to wrap up, complete domination. This great game. To wrap it up, the first two podcast plays, we are 7-3 plus 2.06 units.
Yep. And some big sells too on those 3 losses.
Yeah, 2-unit losses.
So you can go back to the pass interference calls and say, yeah, those balls by Carson Beck were underthrown. Those shouldn't be penalties. That's what I saw. The last play of the game, obviously, there's some chats about if that was PI. But yeah, I mean, I also think there should be a spy on Carson or out of the backfield. 6 yards to go on that touchdown run by Carson Beck. So yeah, just a sell there, obviously, by Ole Miss. I thought they were going to win that game. And then, I mean, the Packers that's going to be the
Packers letting up.
Packers are the sell of the week.
Only 25 in the fourth. Another just complete sell against the Bears.
Yeah.
Gotta finish the job when you're up that many points. We're up 2 scores in the fourth. You just gotta finish the job.
That finishes up our recap of the first 2 episodes. So let's get some free picks for this episode. Keeping it the same sport, we got NFL free picks. That first game on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. between the Broncos and the Bills. I think it's going to be a great matchup. Obviously, Denver with the 1 seed, so it's going to be played in Denver. Weather does not look bad out there, so I don't think that's going to play a huge role in this one. You got 2 teams, obviously, that play in those conditions. But the Bills are traveling again, which I think definitely favors the Broncos. They're coming off that bye week. They had a hard-fought game in Jacksonville, and Josh Allen basically needs to play Superman again. And this Broncos team has just been sneaky all year. They've just been winning games. Whatever way it needs to be done, they've just been winning. And obviously they've gotten that by getting the 1 seed in the AFC. And yeah, that Broncos defense is playing fantastic. Obviously it was Surtain and Nick Bonito, but
yeah, averaging 4.5 sacks a game with a team that doesn't love to protect Josh Allen the greatest, and also only letting up 18.3 points per game. The Broncos are also very well rested while the Bills got beat up.
yeah.
Just beat up by the Bills and Jags just beat up each other on Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Sunday in the wild card. And then also Broncos being at home helps tremendously. Their record in the regular season only just 1 loss at home. Great team at home and a great defense. So
they win
games. So first pick, Broncos money line -112, 2 units.
2 units. The second game on Saturday, some weird times on Saturday, but I kind of like it. 4:30 and 8. I guess that's not weird. Sunday has more weird times, but got the Niners and the Seahawks, which is another divisional matchup. We had one last week with the Packers Bears, obviously, but we got another one here Saturday at 8. I think this game is going to be a lot closer than people think. Seahawks, the other 1 seed, but yeah, it's a divisional matchup in the playoffs. I think it's going to be closer than a lot of people think. And when you do have Christian McCaffrey on your team,
good things happen.
They are beat up. You lose George Kittle in the last game. That's definitely going to hurt that offense. You still got Ricky Pearsall dealing with some injuries, but yeah, I think it's going to be close.
They have to look to Juwan Jennings and a lot of the touchdown game to McCaffrey, the drop-offs.
Mm-hmm. The trick play.
Yeah, trick plays.
Incredible, which actually cashed one of our VIP picks with Travis Etienne and Christian McCaffrey parlay.
Yeah. Green.
So that was a cool one to see when Juwan Jennings steps back. It was an absolute dot over the shoulder to McCaffrey. Cash a little 200 parlay, plus 200 parlay.
Also,
pretty nice.
Yeah. Also,
but they got to keep doing that. And I think they definitely will, and they're going to have to, and that whole team knows it. It's just a matter of time of when it's coming for them. But I think they definitely have a full bag of trick plays that can utilize McCaffrey in different ways, utilize Jawan Jennings in different ways, and just get 5 or 6 yards when they need to, get chunk plays when they need to, and find the end zone and get into scoring position. So
also 49ers and Seattle being 1-1 on the regular season, and usually divisional matchups tend to end within the touchdown. So getting a touchdown and getting 7.5 here is a crucial line. So that's there for the divisional matchup between the 49ers and the Seahawks. 1.5 units, 49ers plus 7.5. The big factor there should be the touchdown. Getting a touchdown
I don't think
and 0.5.
I think 7.5 is way too much for a divisional
Way
game
too
in the
many
playoffs.
points.
Even if it is by 7, you still got that cover. They win by a touchdown, but
you get the safety net there at 0.5.
Yep. So 1.5 units there on the Niners to cover. Worked for us last week.
Do it again.
Let's do it again. But 3 p.m. on Sunday, you got Patriots versus Texans in Foxborough. Patriot football, Patriot playoff football is back. That team is looking phenomenal. Their offense is fantastic. Defense is playing fantastic. They're getting healthier. This Patriots team is looking phenomenal. Obviously, the Texans' defense is looking phenomenal.
But
CJ Stroud
is not looking phenomenal.
He's not looking great. That Texans team, the Texans defense just literally won them a game against the Steelers. That Steelers offense is not the same as this Patriots offense. Aaron Rodgers, as much as he's had a fantastic career and a playoff experience, Drake May's playing better. Drake May's playing a little more fearlessly. It's going to be a better offense.
It's a different
and I don't think that defense is going to be able just to win them this game outright. I think the offense is going to have to step up, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Yep, I completely agree. It's going to be a battle of the defenses, but ultimately the Patriots have an offense that is reliable, and the Texans do not. Also, Nico Collins, if he plays, will be a little shaken up
If
and
he
not
plays,
100%.
not even close.
Also, they have home field advantage plus the better coaching matchup. So, just second free pick. Patriots, 2 units, minus 2.5, minus 110. Love the spot here.
Covering 2.5, another 2-unit play there. Love it. Patriots offense is absolutely firing. Drake May, MVP season. He deserves it.
They are playing phenomenal.
He deserves it. But on to this last game, I think this is going to be a fantastic game. Bears-Rams, Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Terrible weather. Sorry, not terrible.
At Soldier Field,
Yeah, in Chicago, it's going to be horrible weather. I said it in the second episode. Stafford doesn't play good in bad weather. We thought the weather was going to be terrible in Carolina. Ended up not being terrible, but he still didn't play that good. And now he's going into negative 10 degrees.
Negative 10 degree wind chill.
5-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah,
This Bears team is playing
not
fantastic.
a place you want to play. Also,
Obviously, bet against them last week. Did not go as planned, but they did prove something there. And I was high on the Packers, and they go out and they figure out a way to win that game and have that comeback. And that's an impressive win, and that proved a lot for Ben Johnson and that whole team. I think Caleb Williams is playing fantastic. He's been winning games. The Bears are just winning.
they're just winning, and Caleb making the jump from last year to this year, just actually completely just being a leader on the team now. I feel that the Bears should be much more closely contested as a favorite, or not as a
I
favorite,
agree.
but just closer
Yeah, this
to
line
pick.
should be closer, and that's why we're putting 1.5 units on the Bears to cover 3.5, minus 102, and then sprinkling the money line for a half a unit at plus 165. 2 free picks on the Bears there. Sprinkle the money line, 1.5 units on plus 3.5, which is going to round out our NFL free pick slate. 5 picks this week. Obviously, Bears plus 3.5. Bears money line plus 165, which is going to be our underdog play of the week. Patriots minus 2.5, 2 units there. And then Broncos, another 2 units on that money line. And then the Niners Seahawks game, 7.5 is going to be too much. 49ers plus 7.5, 1.5 units there. So yeah, another great week of football. I'm super excited.
Now, moving on to next week, we have very fun, the Australian Open, which is the first major Grand Slam of tennis. And to look at the betting favorites here, we have Yannick Sinner, minus 125, the clear betting favorite. Favored against the entire field.
Yeah.
He's favored against the field.
It is Yannick.
Yeah, just absolutely sensational talent. Carlos Alcaraz, plus 170.
New
And
coach.
then, completely new coach. Let's see if this. I mean, what he did last year was already phenomenal. If he can do anything else, anything more,
It's a lot
it'll
of
be even
experience
better.
for him, I think.
Yeah,
I think
Carlos
another
Alcaraz,
fantastic
Yannick Sinner, it's going to be a rivalry for the next 10 years, probably. Following that is the Adrian Novak at plus 1,500. He's older. Don't know how his body would be able to handle 5 sets. He actually retired last year in the semis against Zverev after losing the first set in the tiebreak. So later down the line, his body could be giving in toward if he makes it to the quarters or semis.
Especially if he does play a few 5-setters,
Yeah,
4-setters. Like if he doesn't kind of take care of business in 3,
And now,
it's a long stretch of 5 set matches, and
Yeah,
that can definitely take a toll.
you can be
But it
cramping,
is still
anything can
Novak.
happen. It is still Novak Djokovic. Moving on to Zverev at 30-1.
Sasha, yeah.
Looking
That's
back at these
donation.
tournaments, he used to be 12-1, 13-1, 10-1, maybe even 8-1 back in the day. But now he's just not aggressive. He's not the same player that he used to be. His forehand just does not generate the pace it needs to, and 30-1 there doesn't seem even reasonable at all.
I think there's another guy that kind of fits. Like he's right there. I think he's 45-1. But just a guy that's like showing up in that like the top 8 that is Taylor Fritz, man. Like that's a donation. Don't you know what I mean? Like I feel like Zverev and Taylor Fritz are both kind of falling into that. Obviously Zverev is a much more talented tennis player and has the capabilities to win, but they're kind of both just sitting there. Just don't. Like, there's a lot of guys under him that I think are much better players, and I don't even think those odds I don't like those at all for both of them. I think they should be. I think like guys like De Minaur and Ben Shelton should be favorited before them, in my mind.
De Minaur's issue, though, is that he doesn't perform well against top 10 players. Shelton also, his issue is himself. I mean, he performs well and he has to go face Yannick Sinner and then loses, which, I mean, is not. No one doubts you if you lose to Sinner. And also looking at the betting odds here, we see that 80 to 85%. They're saying that 90% of the time, Carlos or Sinner, Carlos or Yannick's winning this.
And
I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that at all. I mean, obviously, the 2 best players, other than like in the field, obviously, other than Novak, just having that.
It's the
career.
big 2.
Yeah, they're absolutely phenomenal. Yannick Sinner minus 125 to win a slam opening. Think about that for a second. He's literally favored to win the tournament. Like,
Yeah,
minus odds.
It's just crazy. It's like Tiger Woods. What happened with him back in golf?
And then you have the one guy that
the only guy who looks like he beat him. But the issue in slams is sometimes Carlos loses early. Like,
he does,
like in the Australian Open last year, he lost early on, and sometimes in slams he gives up a set or two, and it's just too much. But that should look for that battle there. Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner should be a fun one. First Grand Slam of the year for tennis, and that starts next week. You can get all the free picks and VIP picks in the Discord and the Dub Club.
Yeah, super exciting week. We also have our tennis season pass on Dub Club. So if you want to get that, it's all of our picks, VIP free picks, all season long. So yeah, look at that. It'll be linked below, link in our bio. But yeah, super exciting. I'm really excited for these opens to start back up.
Yeah. Tennis favorite sport.
So yeah, a lot of free picks coming. We do have free picks every single day for tennis as well, with the 250s, the qualifiers, all of that. So I mean, we still have what's finishing up. Brisbane's finishing up.
We still have Auckland, two Australian Open. We still have 2 Australian ATP tournaments finishing up right now. Also, in our next episode, we'll be giving free picks for the Australian Open and any features.
Yep. So look out for that next episode. Yeah. So check those free picks out on our Discord. Got every single event pretty much that the ATP and WTA play. Free picks and VIP picks for. So hit that link below. And then super exciting weekend with NFL playoffs. We got the free picks, but
Australian Open. Just can't wait. I mean, first slam. It's a fun slam because it's the first one.
Hard court.
Yeah, hard court. Just a really fun environment there. The Aussies, great fans. Love to support. There's also a lot of nice Australian. There's a lot of great Australian players like. Vukic is actually performing now again. You got School Kate up and coming. Alex DiBenor, obviously. Ricky Hijikata. You got a bunch of young talent there. And Popperin, Alexei Popperin. Just a bunch of talent there, and just a great venue and a great slam.
Yeah, and a lot of young guys playing too. You look at the bracket there. I mean, it's young.
Yeah. Look at the. You gotta look.
I was gonna say like.
I don't think we need.
I was gonna say.
I don't think we need to talk about Munar. I don't think we need to talk about Munar. It's just wrap it.
So stay tuned for our next episode. We'll be giving out all of our free picks for the Australian Open first round and some futures. Stay tuned for that. Should be out on Friday or Saturday, next coming days.
Yep.
But good episode. NFL free picks for the second round. A little recap. Thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys enjoy it. It's a good weekend.